So I've never done anything like this before, and a lot of people probably aren't even going to see this, and that's totally fine, but if it can reach a few girls or even one girl and just help encourage them, then that's what I'm here for. So something that I want to talk about is just dating culture today. I think it's very toxic to young girls, and I just wanted to come on here and say to not settle. Like, don't forget your worth, and don't let certain people into your life that treat you like you aren't worth it. Girls, to not settle. Like, do not settle. If that's the one piece of advice I could give you, especially with dating and just in life in general, is to not settle. You have way too much going for you to be with someone that doesn't even see your worth and doesn't treat you the right way. So say you're talking to someone, okay? Theoretically speaking, if you're in the talking stage that we all have, gone through a lot of times probably. So if you're talking to someone, probably going to maybe like move forward and like start dating them eventually, they should be putting in a lot more effort in the talking stage, because technically they don't have you yet. I don't know if that's really the right wording, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. So they should be putting in a lot more effort during the talking stage and pull you in to get you. And then normally with like most relationships, once you friend and girlfriend, it kind of cools off a little bit. So if you're talking to someone, and this just happened to me, like if you're talking to someone and they're not even doing the bare minimum in the talking stage, what are they gonna do whenever you're actually dating? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's something that you just have to realize. It's difficult to do it, especially if you've been talking to them for like a while and you're kind of hoping that they change. They're probably not going to change. Just realize it and get over that harsh reality, because the sooner you do that and address it and break it off, it's going to be so much better, because you're not gonna, keep talking to them, keep making more memories and getting bonded and attached to them. And I mean, you're just gonna have to break off eventually. Dating today, guys don't want to pursue girls. Like, they just don't. They don't want to put in the effort. They don't want to be vulnerable and show that vulnerability with a girl and like show them that they actually like them or care about them, because I don't even know where this came from, the word simp. I was just talking to my friend about this the other day. I think the word simp is like the stupidest thing ever. Like, when did it become a bad thing to actually respect a girl and to like treat them the right way? Personally, I'm not saying every girl's like this, especially today, but I want a guy to fully pursue me. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, for a guy to actually put in a lot of effort and to show you that he wants you. Like, if he wants you, you will know. You won't be confused. He won't be sending you mixed signals, especially with men. These guys today, they're not even guys, they're boys. They don't do that. They're lacking so much effort. And many times whenever we are dating or we're talking to someone or just like looking to, date someone or whatever, we feel the need to lower our standards. I've felt that way so many times. Oh, maybe I'm being too harsh in this area, or maybe it's not that serious and like it's not that big of a deal. But no, please don't do that, because the right guy will come along and the right guy will check all of the boxes on your list, and he will meet the bar and actually raise the bar and like exceed all of your expectations that you've ever had for a guy. And I think that's the great thing. Yeah, it can be really, really lonely, waiting to date someone and waiting for the right person to come along. But once you have them, it will be so worth it, and you will be so happy that you waited and you didn't settle for someone. Keep in mind, I'm not saying that the guy will be absolutely perfect, and like that's obviously, it's not possible, and you have to sometimes compromise, but not compromise on main things that are priorities to you. Please, please, please remember this. Your life is not a game and your heart isn't a toy. So don't engage people that treat either of those like they are, because that's not fair to you. I know so many girls they feel bad if they are like protective over who they let into their life. Like, if they're talking to someone, they're like, oh, well, this is a really nice guy and I don't want to make him feel bad, or, whatever the case may be. Don't feel bad over being protective over who you let into your life, because if you let the wrong person into your life, they could seriously do a lot of damage. And I mean, it's your life. You can live it the way you want, and just don't feel bad over that, because your heart is precious and your life is precious, because it's not worth it. It's not worth your time, your emotions, anything. And from personal experience, like I would much rather be completely alone for years and years, however long it takes to find the right person, than to just be with someone and feel like I settled just to say I'm in a relationship, or to get rid of that loneliness. I know a lot of people that settle just because they're lonely, and I feel like I've done that in the past, and I've talked to certain people just because, you know, you're lonely, ease that loneliness and like kind of get it to go away. But then in the end, it ends up hurting you because you realize they're not good for you and you just need to cut it off. Shouldn't have even engaged that person. Really, really difficult thing. I'm not saying being by yourself for a really long time is easy, because it's not. Everyone knows loneliness is a big thing and it can be kind of destructive at times. But it's so much better to just be by yourself than to be with someone who makes you feel like you are actually alone. I would much rather be like actually alone than be with someone that makes me feel like I'm alone. One last thing I just want to leave you girls with, or guys, just never ever date someone's potential. I just saw this somewhere the other day and it made me think, because this happens to a lot of you people out there, but I'm always envisioning how they could be in the future, not how they actually treat me now and how they act in the present. Don't think about them in the future, what they could do to do better, or like the type of person that they could end up being once you are together, once you're married, once you are actually boyfriend and girlfriend, and once they've made that commitment to you. Don't think about that, because it's not true. It's probably not going to happen, and it's not going to end up the way that you are envisioning in your mind. Treating you the right way right now, then they're not going to treat you the right way in the future. You shouldn't have to teach someone how to treat you. They should just know automatically how to be a good person and how to treat another person. Especially like if they want to date you, they should be putting in that much more effort to date you and to have you. Okay, so I'm done now. That's my rant for today. It's really on my heart for a while, but I just really hope that this video helped you in any way. I hope it did, because that's what I'm trying to do, and I've never done anything like this before, like I said. So I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts, share my heart, and hopefully speak life into some of you people that don't really see your worth. And I'm really sorry for that. I'm sorry if people haven't treated you the right way, because life isn't easy and there comes a lot of heartbreak from relationships that don't work out. So wherever you're at right now in your life, just remember that you are so loved, you are so cared for, and you are so worth it.